Hello, hey everyone, how's it going? We're gonna do some LLDB debugging today. Well, I mean, we know we know how to use the GDB, the GNU debug, but we don't know how to use the LLDB. What the L stands for? What does the L stand for in the LLDB? Let's find out. One second. I click that button there. Click. We go. Close some of these windows over here. Gotta make sure to close some windows. Okay, here we go, looking good. Here we go. Get the screen looking good. Okay, now we get the screen back. Hello 22H, how's it going? Hello 22H, we're gonna learn how to do some, what does LLDB stand for? Debugger. What is this? What is the LL part of it? It seems like it should be an acronym, obviously for LLVM, right? Obviously for LLVM, modular features, but it's powerful. Oh, low-level debugger. Okay. I probably should have guessed. So we got a tutorial up and running here. We got a tutorial. How are you? We're doing good today. We're doing good. Thank you. You're early. You're in on the stream. You got to hear it early. We just got started. We'll do a short stream because I've got a meeting at 11:30. You're here. You're first. You made it first. Good job, 22. We have to leave at 11:30, so about 50 minutes from now, which is a lot. That's a lot of time. That's plenty of a lot of time. During that time, I want to learn LLDB. I want to learn some LLDB. So I know some GDB because I've used it in the past, because most of our infrastructure still operates on C. And we use GDB to debug that. But what we're missing is the future of using, cause it's 9:39 p.m. right now. Okay, it's 10:39 a.m. over here. It's 10:39 a.m. We're just almost 12 hours. No, 11 hours apart. We're 11 hours apart. Okay, so 11 hours. There you go. 11 hours apart. But it's morning, but it's like in the middle of the workday for me, which means that a lot of things are happening. There's a lot of stuff to do, but I still want to learn. Well, I still got to put time aside, and we got to learn some LLDB here. We got it. Yash, how's it going, Yash? How's it? Hey, what are we doing? We're gonna learn some LLDB today. Some LLDB, some low-level debugger. We've got in the previous stream we have set up here we've got LLDB running. And then we've got our make file, where essentially assembly. So we've got some assembly, and it's a really simple program, very simple. So you can see over here on the side, this is the entire program right here. That's the entire program right there on the side of there. What are we doing? Hot Ice. Hey, how's it going, Hot Ice? We're going to learn some LLDB today, some low-level debugger. Tommy Boy 65, hey, I'm pretty interested in AI. How long do you think before we can develop consciousness? Well, we're pretty close. I think it's when we get quantum AI. Yash, hey, how's it going? Damn, tech guy. Yeah, you got it. LLDB, you got it. Some low-level debugging. So you can see the LLDB command. We're using it here. So we get the LLDB command right here. So you can see here, let me Control V. So you can see all these LLDBs here on the screen, right up here. We've got running LLDB. You put that on your application, your binary, and then you can extract information from it. It's really cool. Yash, I read it somewhere in the compiler design. It's in the LLVM world, low level virtual something. I don't want to. But we're learning. We're in the adventure of learning assembly language. In the adventure of learning assembly. So you can see here in the adventure learning some assembly right here. We want to be able to debug it, because what if we make some mistakes or something goes wrong? Like add move, you got it. Those types of things. Those are common, very common operators, right? So the CPU operators like add two numbers together, move data, right? So I guess technically copy data or something like that. Hot Ice, what are you trying to make at the end, or you're just practicing? We're just learning. Assembly is always something I was like very curious to learn in, but you know what? I never needed to use it because I always had a higher level language that took care of business for us. I always had a higher level language that made it easier to accomplish the goals, like C. And you wouldn't think C is a high level language, but when you look at assembly, you definitely appreciate the value of C. And you can target different architectures, right? So there's different assembly languages essentially for different architectures. Really, it's all the same assembly language, right? It's the same assembly language. You just have different operators. You have different opcodes, right? So you see how we've got a bunch of different opcodes here. These are common among all the assembly languages. All the assembly languages that mostly have the same kind of data here. Mostly have the same kind of data. What if we did move in? I want to do move in there. Oh, is this a tab? Is that a tab? Hold on. We gotta take care of this right now. \T. So if you've ever done this, so %s /t /1 2 3 4 there. Oh, look at that! Look at it. It's like made everything, like moved everything all around, didn't it? There we go. Here we go. So let's reorganize that. There were tabs. I didn't even know there were tabs. We saw some tabs in there. We got to take care of those. So yeah, we're going to practice some LLDB. We're going to learn how to use it because I'm more familiar with GDB. And we want to learn some LLDB. So I've got a tutorial set up here that we can walk through. Tutorial setup, we got to, high-level languages are much better because I hate those assembly codes. Yeah, there's a lot to deal with in the assembly. We've been learning for several streams now, already, and guess what? It's been a really fun adventure. It's like those classes in college, it was just so much. It is a lot. I kind of already want to work in tech, not gonna lie. It is, Tommy boy, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's because, here's why. I think it's because there's so much of a struggle when this is like the satisfying part. You struggle, you try to get something to work, you're trying to get it to work, it doesn't work, it's failing. Why is it not working? What's wrong? And then you try to make a change, it's still not working. And then you walk away and you come back and you figure it out and then you solve it. And then it's like this a moment of aspiration. You win, you've won at that point. And it's like victory. It's so cool. It's very satisfying. It's worth it. We've got I'm trying to, so hey, we're starting assembly next week in my college. Any advice? Yeah, just get started now. Get started on right now. Do it before the class starts. That's my advice. Just learn some simple programs, some very simple programs. Maverick, hey Maverick, how's it going, Maverick Raz? This looks too smart and complex for me. I only know Java and Python. Hey, here's the deal. You don't really need to ever learn assembly. You don't ever need to learn assembly. It is kind of neat though. Thank you for the likes. It is kind of neat because with assembly, it does help you understand how these higher level languages are working, how they work, how data is assigned, how operations work, how registers work in the computer, how data is passed into the compiler, or sorry, not the compiler, the kernel. Look, I've got to say the right words here. Into the kernel. Thank you for your likes. So you're in high school, Maverick Race. You can get a huge head start if you learn. If you do just learn a little bit of assembly. It's actually really simple. Nope. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. It's actually not very simple. It's not, but it's worth it. It's worth it just to get started. Thanks for the info though. Yeah, it is. It's worthwhile. I think it's a lot of fun. So we've got started learning here, but we want to do some LLDB. So we're gonna walk through some of these commands here and see what it's like and see what we're looking at. So GDB versus LLDB, right? Because I'm used to GDB, but LLDB has things that are just a little bit different. So we're gonna try these things out here. All right. So I have our LLDB over here. Which language is this? C++. This is what language is this? This is not C++. This is going to be assembly. Assembly has different architectures, right, that you can target. And this will just be ARM architecture, the ARM64 architecture. So ARM64 architecture assembly language. Yeah, there you go. That's what right here. ARM64 architecture. That's what we're doing. So it's actually really simple. We don't actually need this. We don't need these labels. We need this label and we need this label. I'm very curious actually. Let's see if we can see some things here. Let's see if we can see if things work here. All right, I'm going to retry building that. I'm actually kind of curious to see if it will build here. That assembly type looking gooey. It's looking gooey. Oh yeah. Eli Shlomo. Yeah, I would say so. Too. It's looking pretty. I'm actually really excited. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna leave that. Let's see. Make clean. Let's see if we can remake this. Is it gonna work? Okay, cool. So W0 might actually have the correct value now. I'm actually really curious to see the correct value for W0 for the register 0, which is right here. Right here, W0. can be right there. W0, lots of W0s right there, you guys. Thank you for the likes. Varun Arts. Hey, Varun Arts. Bro, I want to learn. Can I learn in phone? You can. You can learn in phone. You can hang out and learn on the phone. That's what we're doing right now, learning the phone. So we've got here on the screen, we've got a bunch of technology. A whole bunch of technology is up here on the screen. We're learning assembly today. What are we doing here? Kind of new to this channel. Sharon, hey Sharon, how's it going? Sharon, well, today we're learning some assembly language. And we're specifically going to learn how to decompile. I really want to run decompiling. What's its purpose? It's actually, so all languages, all the computer programming languages, they all compile into assembly language. So you can see here on the screen, this is what assembly looks like. So you can see this is assembly right here. I'm showing you on the screen. Right here, this is assembly language. All those programming languages that you know about, they all compile down to assembly. I liked you did, Maverick. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Thanks, bro. Happy to help. Yep. We're just doing low level. We're going past all of the high level languages like C, C++, Java, even Python, you could say, or Ruby, PHP, you name it, JavaScript. So many languages. Elixir, Golang, all these languages, they have to deal with assembly in one way or another. And they make it easy for you. They make it really easy for you so you don't have to bother with all these things because there's a lot of stuff that you have to deal with. But it's actually pretty straightforward. So see this segment right here on the screen, line 17. If you're looking at line 17 here on the screen, it's actually really easy. You probably have seen this before. I want to hack your laptop. Can you hack Sland? Give it to me. You could. There are ways. And I could tell you how to do it. We could make it happen. It could be, do you have total course or something like that? Maverick Grace, we do not. We're just hanging out. We're just hanging out, and all information is for free. What's your GitHub ID? It is Stephen LB. Let's do that. Let's go to GitHub Stephen LB. Here you go. Stephen LB. There you go. Stephen LB. Here, I'll post it in our Discord. You like a CGI crab? Is it? What do you mean it's like a CGI? What do you mean like a CGI? Hey, Mohammed, how's it going? Welcome in. We're going to do some more assembly today and specifically learning some low-level debugger, LLDB. I want to learn it. Thank you for the likes. So here's the repository. I'll post it here on our Discord channel. I'll go over here to our Discord channel. Here we go. I'll paste it here if you want, and then I will also copy the link to our Discord channel here. So if you're interested, I'll paste that to our Discord link there. There you go. Bug. Hey, Bug, how's it going? Your name is a thing in computer science that we have an issue with. What are the prerequisites of assembly and reverse engineering? You don't need to really have any prerequisites. You just need to dive in because guess what? I've been doing this for a few decades now, and I still don't know enough to be able to understand really what's happening in assembly. So too bad my professor did not have your enthusiasm, would have paid more attention. Sharon, it's really, don't worry. You still have an opportunity to learn here today. Let's do it. Let's learn here today. So let's look. Here's a really simple. So if you've ever been written a program before, you know how to do data assignment, right? You have to do data assignment. So like, look, actually, let's look at this. Let me pipe this down over here. Let's go like this. So look, right here, this is going to set W0 equal to 2, basically. That's it. That's what it's going to do. It's going to set W0 equal to 2. That's what that means. It's really simple, right? It's really simple. Verwin Arts, is Python easy or Java easy to learn? Python. Do Python. Java is okay from an academic perspective. It teaches you a lot of things about concurrency, thread safety, but you don't necessarily need to know those things in order to be successful with writing an application, especially even with AI. With AI, when you're writing your own language or you're writing your own model, your own artificial intelligence, you can just use Python. And with that, you don't need to have any of these advanced, complex abstractions that get in your way when you're trying to achieve your goal. That's why Python is much preferred in many settings, right? Python's even embedded in Microsoft Excel. Did you know that? It's a language that is so prominent and simple to use, but it is very powerful. It's simple enough to embed as a scripting language in the spreadsheet Excel, but it's also powerful enough to create the world's most advanced artificial intelligence ever. The world's most advanced artificial intelligence running with PyTorch, you guys. It's running with PyTorch. All right. So see line 19 here. Look, W0. This says W0. So this line right here basically says W0 equals W0 plus 1. There you go. So if you're familiar with these, if you're familiar with programming, you guys, if you're familiar with programming, there's these very common operators where you're trying to assign data to a variable or you're trying to mutate data. And you can do that. These two lines here that you see on the screen, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Really simple, you guys. Started learning Bash today. Excellent. You started learning Bash today. Very cool. Find /, then boom, mounted all my personal setup with WSL, then somehow solved it. Oh, did you? Find /, you're gonna scan your entire mount, your entire root directory. You're gonna scan your entire hard drive if you do find /. If you find /, scan everything. Here you go. You sub, you think? Thank you, Varone. Thank you for subbing. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. We will be here doing a lot of computer science. We'll be talking computer science stuff. We'll be focusing on software engineering. We'll be focusing on artificial intelligence. We can write our own AIs from scratch. Hey, I'm new here, Maya. I know the topic for today. Hanoi. Yep. You've been here before. I've seen you. I remember you. Hoan, I remember you, Hoan. Guess what? Today, we're going to be learning a little bit of LLDB. I do have a meeting that I got to jump to in about 35 minutes, but I will be back after that. But there's plenty of time. 30 minutes, we can achieve a lot. You can achieve a lot in 30 minutes, you guys. All right, so we built that. Here we go. And then I want to LLDB and then run, what was it? Actually, let's rebuild it. Let's do make clean, just double check and make. There we go. And then the program was called this right here. Then we say LLDB and we program, boom. There we go. So we've loaded it up. Guys. LLDB. Are you hacking NASA? Game dev guy, we could. Actually, there's not a whole lot to worry about to hack NASA. NASA's not really, JBL, right? Hacking NASA isn't a thing. We don't need to worry about. There's not a whole lot of, the only thing NASA has is really a lot of data. And they really share their data with the public for the most part, right? So if you want to get anything out of NASA, the value is already basically open source. So there's not, but if you want to hack other things like security agencies, now we're talking. Now you're getting into it. Now we're getting into scary scenarios, you guys. What's the theme? Thank you for the likes. All right, it looks so cool. Oh, the theme. This is Groovebox. Here, I'll check this out. Groovebox theme. Here we go. Groovebox theme. There you go. Groovebox theme. Is this an assembly tutorial, Langston? Yeah, it is. We're doing assembly tutorial. We're doing some very simple things, and then we're going to use the LLDB, the low-level debugger is what we're doing. Bug, are you familiar with binary exploitation? That's what we're doing right now. We're doing some binary exploitation. I'm currently working on a front-end Flutter Dart. Very cool. The backend Node.js, what could have used to make it better? Those are actually really fine. Those are fine languages. You've got Dart, which is an ECMAScript-based language. It's really easy. Thank you for the likes, you guys. A really simple language. And then Node.js is also very easy to use backend server. You've got a really good stack. Flinton, you've got a really good stack. Good job. What IDE terminal are you using? This is Ghosty. Ghosty. This is Ghosty. I just switched over to it because the colors are so much prettier. I was using the base. Thank you for the likes. I was using, very cool. Absolutely. I was using a base terminal and it only had, 256 colors, which was perfectly fine. And it worked fine for every year of my life in computer science. But now I upgraded to Ghosty and it is prettier. It looks a little bit nicer, you guys. I really like it. Is it worth becoming a coder with AI around? Yes, it is. Because here's the deal. Writing code is more about engineering. You're becoming an engineer, right? You're an engineer. So engineering's not going away. That's staying. But writing code is changing. You can write code now with these AI systems, but you still have to be an engineer. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Please explain if I'm wrong. New devs aren't really needed now, are they? They are. So you still need engineering. The AIs, they can write code for us, but they're like big paintbrushes. They can repeat patterns that have existed that they've seen previously to help accelerate your writing of code. You no longer need to write code, but you still have to engineer. You still have to engineer, you guys. So we're not done. We're not cooked. We're not over. We are not out of the game yet. AIs, they can automate a lot, but you still need engineering, you guys. You still need Joe. Happy to help. I love Ghosty. It's Kitty graphics protocol and written in Zig. It is. Ghosty's written in Zig. I had no idea. It is very fast. It is supremely butter smooth. It is a butter smooth terminal experience. I really like it. I'm really glad I upgraded. Jonathan, yeah, I agree with him. AI coding is great, but sometimes I find out that it would have been better and faster for me just to open up Android Studio and for the simplest thing. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. These AIs, they're really good at writing like larger chunks of code for us. They can write larger chunks of code, but we still have to be engineers and we have to understand the code and we need to be able to deploy it and match it to the product requirements. Yes, these AIs can do a really good job, but you still need to have that back. You still need to have the engineering background, you guys. You still need that. Jonathan, yeah, it wastes so much time. It wastes so much time. It does sometimes. And thank you for the likes. And I've been, it screws up your project time after time. It does. Yeah. It takes over. You can have it take over and it can totally run out your system. It'll update all the files you don't want it to. It can totally do it. Yeah, for advanced stuff, you'll use AI. But man, about the time I have wasted on a single project because of messing it up. It is, yeah. So that's part of the learning process, Jonathan. Actually, with these new tools, not only is everyone else learning along the way, but you are learning too how to use these tools in your experience. They are going to make you as a better engineer along the way. They're making you better. Don't worry. It's okay that things are being messed up. Things will. That's actually the part of learning. We have to make mistakes, you guys. That's like Ash Urjit. How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Okay, a follow-up question. What language should a brand new coder start with? Python. Start with Python, you guys. Thank you for the likes. Here, start with Python, you guys. That's the thing. Start with Python. This new era of AI-assisted coding engineering. Thanks again. Yeah, Python. Python's the best one, you guys. Always start with Python. Start with Python. That's the one I say because it works in every environment. It works in an embedded environment that you can run for like GPIO pens. You could use it to write AI applications. You can use it to write entire stacks or services for SaaS-based architectures. You can do everything with Python. It's super simple. It's clean. It's easy to understand. And you don't get encumbered by the syntax with all these brackets and braces and other things. It's a more forgiving language, and that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly fine. You remember all codes. What did you choose Vim over the other editors like VS Code? I like Vim. I switched over to Vim before VS Code was a text editor, you guys. Before VS Code, and I just love it. I love it so much because you can see it's easy to navigate, and you don't need to use You don't need to use a mouse. There is a Vim mode in Visual Studio Code. You could, and VS Code, there is a Vim mode. So you Blue, you're late, no worries. We have a 29 minutes and then I have to run to a meeting, but I'll be back afterward. Vim is most likely not to leave the home row. It's number one. In my opinion, Vim is the best text editor. AI is just a helper, but it does not replace a human at all. You got it, Krebs. Delek. That's that right now, currently at this very moment, the existing AIs that we call AI, they're generators for repeating patterns that they previously have learned. They're generators that can repeat patterns that they have previously learned, which means that you can have it repeat a pattern based on another pattern. So they're pattern repeaters, right? They're really good at creating and repeating patterns, things that we do every day as humans. So it's actually a really useful tool. Instead of the human having to manually repeat those patterns every day, now we've got a computer that can repeat those patterns for us. It's so much easier now, you guys. It's so much easier. I love it. It's super great. Okay, bye. I'm going to go learn some Python on my own. Okay, cool. Enjoy learning Python. It is the greatest. Is that HTOP on the top with tmux multiplexing Vim instances? It is Snort. Well, Snort memes, you know your terminal windows, don't you? You know your terminals. Yeah, we got tmux running. Because I use GNU Screen, but I switched over to tmux for Ghosty because Ghosty supports all the colors, but tmux also does, but Screen doesn't. And I wanted all the colors on the screen. So then I took all my key bindings from Screen and then I mapped them over to tmux. Check this out. So here we go. Let's check the vi tool4.tmux. What is it? .tmux config here. So I mapped all of my screen. Look how big this file is, you guys. This is these are all my screen commands that I mapped over to tmux. Isn't that crazy? All of these tmux commands have been overwritten. So now I don't have to change anything. All of my commands that I've learned over the years with screen, I can just now use with tmux. It's great. I love it. I love it so much, you guys. All right. Totally love your enthusiasm. Seriously, keep it up. I really hope your channel grows big. Thank you. Thank you so much. Absolutely. I hope so too. That's kind of, I'm really excited to share all of my years of experience with you guys, and we can learn things along the way. I have so many projects and so many ideas. There's going to be so much fun. We're going to be doing artificial intelligence. We can do some game development. We could do, we can learn new things like assembly language and LLDB, which is what we're doing today. I'd go with C2 to understand memory without garbage collection, then C++ to understand the object-oriented programming. Then you can code in any language besides Haskell, perhaps, yeah, because it's a functional language, which is kind of its own thing, right? Or even Lisp, right? Haskell and Lisp, they're kind of along those lines. But yeah, I like Python because it doesn't require you to allocate memory initially, so you can skip some of the mandatory requirements in order to get your program to compile. And C kind of has those. It's good because you can understand how the computer works and better, right? It'll help you learn more. But Python, I think, is good because it gets you all of the design patterns like flow control and iterations and loops and things like that. So that's why I like Python. I think Python is really good for that perspective. I am today years old that VS Code has him mode. It has Vim mode. Yeah, it does. You could totally if you use VS Code, then you can also make it look like Vim. You can make it work like Vim. Yep, you got it. Jonathan, everybody I know has a system dedicated for AI. Still are paying for services like Claude. It's just hard to justify spending hundreds of dollars a month. Jonathan, whenever it's not at a production level. Gotcha. I mean, so these systems are getting cheaper. You can also run them locally if you want to get a similar experience. So you could do that too. But yeah, there's a lot to it. Langton's entropy. Wow, you got it. What are you normally programming? Oh, Krebs. Oh, Rust is the answer. Rust, Python, SQL, JavaScript. These are the most common. Those are the ones that I use the most often. Rust, Python, SQL, and JavaScript. Those are the ones. Those are the ones that we do most often. Are you low-level embedded? Yes, we could also do low-level embedded. Oh, also C. I forgot C, of course. Of course, C, you guys. But yeah, we could do all those things. At Jonathan, Blue's got to say something for you. Dedicated systems, as in surely any local model, won't be able to compete with giants like, they can't compete with Anthropic in OpenAI. Yeah, that's also a thing. These models like Anthropic just came out with Sonnet 4.5, which is like the best coding agent ever, it works really well. All of our engineers have moved over to Sonnet 4.5, you guys. Sonnet 4.5. We've all moved over in one day already. Write assembly is what you have in the right corner. Yes, you got it. We got some assembly over here in the right corner. Right here. There you go. Some assembly code right there on the screen. You got it. Ashford, hey, how's it going? Hello, Jonathan. So I just don't see the point in having $5,000 machine that can do everything I need it to do. Yeah, you're totally right. Because you can lease the compute. You don't need to buy a $5,000 machine that's just going to not be fully used. So you could rent a server, basically, if you want. You can rent a server for, I don't know, like $1 per hour or $2 per hour, right? Every now and then. So you might spend like the price of coffee per day if you're really heavily using it, or you might not spend any money at all. And so that way you don't have to spend $5,000 all at once. You can just spend little bits of money, and then when the new hardware comes out, you can just upgrade to the new hardware and not have to spend another $5,000. It's totally worth it. Why bother buying when you can lease compute, guys? Why bother buying when you can just lease? You got it. But to each his own. I'm sure other people have better use for it. I've never understood this. Finding greatness. What have you never understood? C# is a super smooth language too. C# is great. That is one of my favorite languages. C#. I love C Sharp. Microsoft did a really good job with C Sharp, you guys. I really like C Sharp. And if you compare it, like you can kind of compare it a little bit to Java, but C Sharp is a step above Java, in my opinion. Do you have a repository that you will be sharing? Yeah, okay. So this is here. We're doing Hello Silicon. We're doing Hello Silicon, which is a really simple. I'll paste the Hello Silicon, the link over here. Here we go. So Hello Silicon into our Discord channel. Here we go. Hello Silicon, blah, blah, blah. Hello Silicon. Here, this is what we're working with. And we're on chapter 2. We are on chapter 2. So that's the one we're doing. I like your stream setup, man. I like your stream, man. I'm going to subscribe. Thank you. Jonathan, thank you. Let's appreciate it. Appreciate you subscribing. That's awesome. Already subscribed. There we go. Langton's Entropy. Already subscribed. Excellent. Blue, being a software company, do you guys at PubNub use the fine tuning to make your code assistant more in line with PubNub coding policies and rules? Oh, so Blue, here's the idea. We do fine tuning, but not on the large language models. We have other models that we modify, but we don't need to do that for LLMs, because what we do is we have MD files, right? Markdown files. We have some markdown files, and we just have the LLM reference those as context whenever it's doing work for us. So we just have these extra contexts that we set up. We have extra contexts, you guys. They're also similar. Policies and rules. Tmux, HTOP, Vim, Dario 25. Yeah, you got it, James Newman. We're doing it. Tmux, HTOP, and Vim in 2025. Yeah. They're great tools. They're super useful. They give us everything we need, and we're good to go. All right, here we go. All right, we got 20 minutes left, and then I got to jump to a meeting. We'll be back later today. So prompt engineering rather than expensive fine-tuning. Nice, yeah. Prompt engineering. You got it. That's what we do. We do some prompt engineering. Okay, so we've got our LLDB here. It's running. What were some of the commands that we were running before? Register. Let's see if we can actually make this happen. So we've got a tutorial here. Run, env setup, LLDB. Such amazing tools. Agree. Oh, it's so good. I love these tools. They're really good. Whoa, we got a donation. Check it out. Very cool stream. Excited for the future of the streams. Very cool stuff indeed. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow, check this out. Look at this is what I see on my screen right here. Whoa, look at that. We got it. We got try 220. We got try 220. We'll like that. So let's put some party poppers. So thank you. Whoa, it's amazing. Wow. With some and then some party poppers. There we go. Party popper. Boom. Let's do that. Boom. Thank you. That's so cool. Whoa. Very cool stuff indeed. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're going to be learning a lot of technology on this channel. So we're going to go into the source code directly. We're going to be coding for the majority of our time. We'll be coding. We'll probably do a few other things here and there. Like, thank you, man. Thank you, Langston Entropy. Thank you. You're Entropy. What a cool name. Guys. Hey, how's it going? Moises Cristiano. How's it going, Jonathan? That's the most I've ever seen, isn't it? Isn't it so cool? Yeah, lengthen entropy. Appreciate it. Wow. How much USD that one kid has? I don't know. We'll have to figure it out later. We'll have to do some math later. But it's not about the numbers. It's about the appreciation. LOL. It's about 20. It is really? No way. Is it? That's a lot. That's amazing. I wasn't even thinking that. So, wow. Thank you, lengthen entropy. That's huge. I appreciate that so much. That's amazing. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be doing a lot of coding here. So the plan is we'll be learning AI. We'll be making some apps. We might even start some businesses. But that might we might do that next year. But I think it'll be a lot of fun to start some tech businesses at some point. But that might be later. We might do that later. All right, we got 18 minutes. Let's see if we can make some progress here, you guys. Lengthen entropy. I appreciate the cool conversation. Absolutely. That's what we're here. We're here for those kinds of conversations. There's a lot of things to discuss, and I'm really excited about all of them. There's so many cool things. All right. So we can set up a breakpoint. Breakpoint set-in foo. Interesting. Actually, I'm really curious. I want to try this. So let's try this. Breakpoint set-in, but not foo. Oh, there's a shorthand. BRSN. Here we go. Let's do that. Let's try this. Let's go to 0. All right. Breakpoint. Let's paste that in. Let's actually pay. Well, actually, okay, here we go. There we go. Oh, no, just once. There we go. BR-N, and then we'll go unsure start. Let's see if that works. Unable to resolve breakpoint at any actual locations. Why? Okay, so let's see. Let's see what else we want. Maybe there's some other things. Regus list delete, BR list. Oh, let's do BR list. It's probably BR list. What is this? We've got one. Oh, wait, unable to resolve breakpoint, but there's a breakpoint right here. Why does it do that? What? Hold on 1 second. Name start locations. Oh, pending. Okay, so we tried to do it, but it didn't do it. Okay, let's try to do BR-S-N0X04. Is that unable? Let's do BR list. There we go. Okay, so we're trying to set these breakpoints, but guess what? They are not attaching. Hi from India. Oh, here we go. Enter username here. How's it going? Enter username here. You're in India. You just graduated from university with a degree in CSE, computer software engineering. The company I got an offer for, data scientist role. Congratulations, wants me to sign a broad non-compete for 1 year after quitting. They want you to sign a non-compete. A non-compete? So that means that you can't join another similar company. What should you do? So take the job. Definitely take the job. I think that is worth it. That is actually pretty common to have non-competes in technology startups or in businesses. It's because they don't want you to take all the knowledge that you've gained from their company and then inject it into any of their competitors. But here's the deal. Even though there's a non-compete in there, you can still, for the most part, you can still join other companies with the similar role that you have now. So it's not terrible. It's not a terrible line to have inside of your job offer. In your job offer letter, non-competes are standard. So it's totally fine. Don't worry about it. You're good. The only problem is if you join a direct competitor immediately after you leave that company. If you join a direct competitor, then your company might have a problem. Hey, from Pakistan, how's it going? From Pakistan, how's it going? Monahil, how's it going? All right, here we go. We got 15 minutes left. I got to jump over to a meeting, but let's see if we can get some things happening here. All right, so I did have some. Let me jump up here. We did have some things here. Frame 0. Can we do some things here? Why CS is filled with Indians? Oh, well, because it's not just, I think it's the whole world, right? Well, here's the deal. Adrian Shepard. It's because Indians are the most populated populace in the world. They're the biggest country. There's more people in India than any other country in the world. So they technically are filling all roles in all industries the most. So that's how you answer that question. They be the most. Cheeseburger, void jellyfish, cheeseburger. All right. Enter username here. Will the non-compete bar me from joining other companies like Amazon, Wells Fargo? No, it won't, because those. Thank you for the likes. Appreciate it. Thank you for all the heart icons there showing up on the screen. I see the heart icon showing up. Adrian, it is tiresome. Adrian Shepard. Adrian Shepard. It's tiresome. Really? I mean, I think it's fine. It should be expected. It shouldn't be tiresome. It should be expected and anticipated that since there are more people in India than any other country, there will be more people from India in every single industry, not just computer science, but in healthcare and in what are other industries? I guess transportation, right? Every industry you got. I'm training a .NET internship, although my heart is in pure C all the way. You like length and entropy? Yeah, C is, so at my company, our main message bus is written in C. And it still operates today, and over 1 billion connected devices are currently connected with C, and it is pure C. It's not C++, it's just straight C, and it operates perfectly fine, actually better than fine. It runs super smooth. That's what it is, super smooth. XYT, can I work entirely from my phone when learning Python? Yeah, you can. Or will that become an issue? I'm learning to use a Bluetooth keyboard for writing. Code yourself? Yes, absolutely. So you can get a Bluetooth keyboard, so it's easier to type the keystrokes. And then you can just run in a terminal window and you're good to go. You can do it on a phone. No problem. Straight on your phone right here. You can do it. You can totally do it. It'll happen. You got it straight on your phone. You don't need to buy a computer or anything. Maybe just a nice, easy to carry keyboard. There you go. Blew almost 20% of the world's population just in India. You got it. See, 20%. So that means 1 in 5, right? 1 in 5 people in the whole world are people from India. So your expectations should be that they are going to be being the most populated. You'll see more people from India in all the roles, in all the market. It's just the expectation, you guys. India is number one. India is number one. I agree, really. All right, Menno. Excellent. It's a whole different world. We are in a different world now. 8 billion people, a lot of people, you guys. Adrian Shepard, you just cracked the code of Brown Global Homo, which is a ship faster and flippy than Taco Bell bathroom intervals. What? What are you saying? What, Adrian? Okay, we're going back over here. We're gonna go back over here now. We're gonna go back to the terminal window. All right. LLDB target create. Okay, looking good. Run, so we can run it. Oh, I probably should just run. Let's see. Run. We run. Ooh, there we go. Check it out. Things are happening, you guys. Oh, look it out. We did it. The breakpoint. There it is. Okay. Print. Here we go. All right. So we have 10 minutes left, and I got to jump for a meeting, but. We got a few commands in during the stream. We got a few You got a few. XYT, sir, thank you. Okay, sir, thank you. You gave me motivation. I will start my journey learning Python. Thanks again. You're welcome. Absolutely happy to help. Lulan Lazar, how's it going? Hey, what's this easiest way to learn and at the same time finding a job based on it? So you have to write a project. You have to do a project. I think that's the answer. Do a project, right? So Python is the easiest. Yep. Someone mentioned Python, so that's a good one. So Python. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Krebs Delic. Python, definitely. There you go, Python. You got it. Some Python code there. Okay, here we go. Let's see. All right, we got 8. How many minutes do we have here? Wait, I'm doing math. Oh, I was doing math a little bit wrong. Oh, wait, no, we have 10 minutes. We have about 10 minutes. All right, we have 10 minutes to mess around with our LLDB. Okay, so I want to print. Can we do print W0? I want to see W0. Can we do that? Nope. Print money W0. Thank you for the likes. Look, you guys, look. Oh, check it out. You don't know how cool this is right here. Look at this. It says 3 right here. Look at. We did it. That was the thing we were trying to do in the last stream, but guess what? We were using move in versus move, which is a different move. Oh, you guys appreciate it. All right, happy. Solomon. Hey, Solomon Tamate. Hey, how's it going? We did it, you guys. Look at it. This is a moment to be exciting. I know it just says 3 here. Look on the screen right here. It just says 3. Like right here on the screen, it says 3. If you can read it, I know it's a little bit tiny. Thank you for your likes. It says 3. Isn't that cool? Look, here's why. Check it out. Let's check it out. Look at over here. This is why. Right here. You see this on the screen? Right here on the screen? On the bottom right corner of the screen. Over here, right here. That's because we just did some math and the computer registered W0. We set the value to 1 or we set the value to 2, right? So W0 equals 2. And then we added itself to 1. We mutated it. And so now the value should be 3. And then we printed out W0 and it was 3. Isn't that cool? Oh, in the previous stream. So here's the previous stream. We were doing move in, but we found a bug. You guys. Look, this is a bug. The repository used move in versus move. That caused an issue. All right, I wanted to land a job in indie game company, but they need some 3D modeling stuff with that as well. I guess what I'm learning. So that shot for 5 years now. Wait, that's a long time. You guys. 5 years when I'm learning that shot for 5 years now. Oh, so wait, hold on. Wait. Are you saying that it's going to take 5 years or that you already have 5 years experience in 3D modeling stuff? That as well. I guess what I'm learning that for 5 years now. So it sounds like you've got the experience. You wanted to land a job in an indie game company, but they need some 3D modeling stuff. That sounds like a good situation to me. Hey, Ben Key, how's it going? Welcome on in. Ben Key, hello. Lengthen entropy. I only know Python with Jupyter Notebook. Don't know how to interpret it in any other way. Should I try? I guess. Yeah, it's very popular. You should. Okay, so hey LinkedIn, because you did the really cool donation. Check this out. All right, so here's what you do. Open up your terminal window. Then you just type the word Python. Boom, Python REPL. Python REPL. This is the Python REPL. And so now you can add a number, and then you can say return. We'll say add one, right? So you define that, and then you say return. Do you say return in Python? Yeah, I think you say return in Python. There's so many different languages. You say n plus 1, and then there you go. So then you say print. Well, you don't even say, so just add 1, and you say so the value should be 2. Then you say the value should be 3, or there you go. So something simple like that. So just open up Python directly in your terminal window. Boom, there you go. Now you can start practicing Python without having to use Jupyter Notebook. That's the initial way. You can also just put that into a file and then run Python on it. You can also just run Python on it. Lazar, hey. And another one, what would be the easiest way to start? Not looking for a lazy mode, just a good way to understand it versus memorizing it, things you know. 35, in a way, I'm afraid that my mind is not as quick. Don't worry, it is. You don't. So here's the deal. Check it out. It's really cool. You don't get slow until about 70. You don't slow down until about 70. If you are not 70, you have plenty of time. You have plenty of time. Your mind is perfectly malleable. You got lots of time left, you guys. You don't slow. We figured this out. This is the thing that we've scientifically we figured out. Your body does not slow down until about 70. With barring all health considerations, of course. All right, we got 5 minutes left and we got to jump, you guys. You never liked Python. Adrian, you never liked Python? Don't worry, we can make you like Python. It's actually really, isn't Python entry-level language? Python is one of the most prevalent languages. It is the premier language for writing artificial intelligent applications. AI is a huge booming industry. AI uses Python. Under the covers, of course, the languages are low level, written in C, so they can compile and communicate directly with the GPU over the data buses on your operating system. But guess what? Using Python is better because you have to represent these more advanced algorithms, but they are computed in low-level languages like C. So Python is used to do this because for simplicity purposes. Python is everywhere. Python is almost as prevalent as JavaScript. JavaScript is the world's largest, most prevalent language because of the internet, right? Because of the internet, you guys. But Python is right behind it because of the AI boom. The AI boom, you guys. It made it bigger. It's taking 5 years. I am in the 4th year. Adrian, okay, cool. So you're in a good spot. You're in a very good spot. Oh, wow. Thank you. I didn't know. It's awesome. Yeah, you could totally do this. Here, lengthen entropy. Also check this out. So you can also, you can do something like this, right? Bomb. And you can put that into a file. PB paste, put that into we'll call it Langton's entropy.py, right? Put that in you can put that there, VL there, and you can open it up and see how you get a single line function here. So you can do that, and then you can also print, add 1 like that, and it'll print 5. And so you can close that, and you say Python. Check this out. Then you just run the program Python, Python, Langton entropy, and then it prints out 6. Isn't that cool? So then now you can write programs that you save to your disk in a file, and then you can rerun them later. So that's the way to do it. That's the way how to get started with Python. The easiest, the best way to do it. Here we go. Let's open up the file here. So let's split the screen, and we go vi Langton, and then you can run it directly like this. Python, there we go. So you see it prints out 6 right there on the screen. If you can see it, 6 right there. So then we can let's just do copy paste. Whoa, check it out. Langton did another one. Thank you. I'm honored. Yeah, thank you. Wow. Yes, and there's only 3 minutes left, and I got to get going to my next meeting. You donated again. I appreciate it, Langton Entropy. We're gonna make it so that way you will succeed in your endeavors. You will succeed in your endeavors. We can make it happen. We can make it happen, you guys. Here we go. Let's do this. Let's increment by 1. Control AA. There we go. Increment by 1. And then run it. So there we go. Here's a whole bunch of 7s on the screen. A whole bunch of lucky sesums. Thank you, Length and Entropy. Appreciate it. Oh, man, that's so cool. So this is what shows up on my screen when you do that. This is what shows up on my screen when you do that. Are you teaching Python? I mean, we are, because Length and Entropy was asking about it and donated. So we have to reply. We have to say, well, thank you again. Let me sorry. Thank you again, AGAIN, exclamation point. And then we'll put some party poppers in there. And well, thank you for the likes. I can see those likes show up there. We'll do another party. We'll do another party popper. There we go. Thank you, Langton. Thank you, Entropy. There we go. Please share the Discord channel. Okay. So I do have to get jumping. So I do have to go. Fortunately, time is low. So let's share the Discord channel. Let's do that really quick. Also, so join the Discord channel. We have a hackathon that's starting. We have a hackathon. Thank you, man. You're very awesome. Very, very cool stream. Oh, that's so cool to hear. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate that. Okay, you guys, here, check this out. There's the Discord channel. I just pasted it to you, but we have a, did I close it? I did close it. Here, we'll just open it up in Discord. So we've got a hackathon that's happening, a code quality hackathon, any language you want, but the code quality is based on a set of criteria. If you join the Discord channel, you'll be able to see it, and there are prizes and giveaways for the best. That's so cool. You're here to learn. Thank you. Harashu? Yes, that's what we're here to do for, too. All right, I got literally 60 seconds left. Thanks for answering, Lilan. Lazar, thanks for answering. You got it. So there's the Discord. Join the Discord. We're just getting started on this. I'll be back a little bit. Best live I've seen so far. That's so cool. Greps, Delic, appreciate it. We'll be back. So we'll be back here. I have to jump for another meeting in about 40 seconds. So we have to end stream here. But join our Discord. We've got a code quality hackathon that's happening. It just started just today, just this morning. And instructions are there, and then we've got a prize pool. So if you join and you submit, do you have an RC server? Also, maybe Length and Entropy, only Discord. We only have a Discord right now, but we used to in the past. We used to have an IRC. Wow, you're taking me back to 2010. Length and Entropy, you're taking me back to 2010 when IRC was a thing. Thank you for the likes, you guys. Are you going to be big? Oh, that's so cool. Thank you. I can see. Good luck. Thank you, guys. Thank you for all the likes. All right, we got to end stream here because I have to. Here's the stop button. Here's the stop button. Join our subscribe. We'll be live here a little bit later today. And then join our Discord. We'll answer any questions you guys got there as well. Thank you so much for hanging out. We'll be back a little bit later today. We'll see you guys.